Hey, you kids, get off my lawn. It's me again. It's me, the cranky old man, and welcome to another edition of Cranky's Corner. We're going to plow through this one and make it as quick as we can because, well, there's not really a whole lot to talk about other than it's just an awesome album. Today, we're going to be talking about Dehumanizer, the Black Sabbath Dehumanizer album. This album had peaked up to number 44 on the Billboard charts, which is amazing because if you ask somebody about it, they never even knew it existed. Go figure. But you got to figure the reasons for that was, one, 92 was the grunge era, and Nirvana had just magically come in and waved their magic wand and changed the entire musical landscape, or Nirvana and bands like them anyway. And suddenly overnight grunge was king, so metal was on the outs. Two, this band with Ronnie James Dio, who was arguably their second, hang on, let me put on my Cranky Vision. Cranky Vision. Who was obviously their one of their most popular singers, next to Ozzy Osbourne. And to some people, he was the most popular singer. It was a 10-year layoff. I mean, he did the Mob Rules in 82. They did Live Evil. By then, he was already out of the band. Which, side note, if you haven't heard my Super Deluxe review on the Live Evil album and talking about the remix, go hit like, click, subscribe, and go look it up. You're missing something. But anyway, back to this. He had already been gone for 10 years. He comes back. He does this in 92. Nobody remembered. By then, Black Sabbath had went their separate ways. Tony Iommi was doing music with a bunch of different people under the Sabbath name. They had been shunted around to different record labels. They weren't being promoted properly. So, even though it got to number 44, nobody even knew about it. Now, this album, as overlooked as it is one of my favorite Dio era Black Sabbath albums. I put it right above, I put it between Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules. I think this one's better than Mob Rules. I know some people are going to disagree. Now, I absolutely love Mob Rules, but I think this is just a stronger album. It's dark. It's heavy. It is a darker album. You've got songs like Computer God. You've got After All the Dead. You've got TV Crimes, Letters from Earth, Master of Insanity, Time Machine, Sins of the Father, Too Late, and then you've got The Great Buried Alive. These are all kick-ass songs. Computer God being my least favorite. And that doesn't say much because I like it quite a bit. Now, this was a Rhino reissue. So I had to get the deluxe pressing. Because quite honestly, I don't think they did a standard pressing. But the deluxe pressing has another album on it with the single edition of Master Reality, Letters from Earth, the B-side, the Wayne's World edition of Time Machine, which is a little faster, it's a little bit different. And to be honest, I think I like that version a little bit more. Children of the Sea, Die Young, TV Crimes, Master of Insanity, After All, The Dead, Neon Nights, all live from the 1992 tour. And Dio's voice sounds incredible on all this. This is a fantastic album, and it should have gained more notoriety than it did, but it didn't. So I'm going to urge everybody today, when you get through listening to me and you get through clicking like and subscribe and hitting the notification button and leaving your little comments down below like I keep constantly telling you to do, go seek this out. I'm sure you can find it on iTunes, Amazon Music. I'm sure you can probably find it on Pandora or Spotify, or if you have any subscription music service. And I promise you, you won't be you won't be dissatisfied. And then go back and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this album. Let me know if you think if it's as good as I think it is, because I think this is good. Let's have a conversation. Yeah, I know I don't usually like to talk to people, but you know what? I'm going to make an exception over Black Sabbath, because Black Sabbath's always worth a conversation. Until next time, get the hell off my lawn.